Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here. So this is the tarot portion of the Taroscope, and we're going to be doing a tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius for the month of March. So now, as far as Aquarius, we know that Saturn is in Aquarius, right? So, and Saturn has been in Aquarius for a while now. And so Saturn challenges us. There's a lot for Aquarius. There's a lot of beginnings. There's a lot of endings and new beginnings. Whenever Saturn hits one of your planets, it usually indicates that something is ending and then something is beginning. And it depends on, if you have your sun in Aquarius, then it could very well be the beginning and end of the way you define yourself. If it's your moon, it could be the beginning, the ending and beginning of a new way of relating, responding. And then depending on, like, if you have other planets in Aquarius, whatever those planets symbolize, there's a sense of beginning and ending. But there is, Saturn is a planet of structure. And so Aquarius is attempting to structure new structures coming in. So let's see what the cards say for March. I am using the Fountain deck, Fountain Tarot. I love this deck. I love the colors. They're subtle, pretty. Venus will be in Aquarius all month, the month of March. So that also brings a flavor of relationship into your life. Your values, your essential needs, it's all Venus stuff. If you're so inclined, you may want to have a makeover with Venus and Aquarius. Get your face done or get a facial or buy new makeup or, get a jazzy hat or something. Get yourself a jazzy hat. Of course, it would be jazzy because you're Aquarius. All right. That was good. Got a lot of good shuffles in there. Let's just cut the cards and see what the cards say for March. Okay, we have, we start with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a victory card. In this deck, however, I feel like there's more of an altar and a sacrifice energy to this. That you have won something, but the question is, what has been the cost of your success? So you are faced with the question, oh, wow, I won. Now what? Or I won. Was it worth it? Let's see what's crossing that. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is actually an Aquarius card, interestingly enough. She exhibits good judgment. This is a woman who has seen it all, experienced it all, and through that energy, she knows quite a bit. I don't know if I'd say she knows it all, but she knows a lot. This is not somebody that you can trick. As a crossing card, however, it could be warning you to show good judgment. It could be warning you that you need to be circumspect about your actions, because if they are not above board, you will be held accountable. This woman, this Queen of Swords, does hold people accountable. Let's see what's underneath it. We have the Eight of Cups. So this is a card about having put a lot of effort into things, but not finding satisfaction. So there's, again, this is an energy of a little bit of discontent, right? We saw it in the Six of Wands. We see it in the Eight of Cups. It's possible that you have turned your back on something that you put a lot of energy into. The Eight of Cups can also be issues around abandonment. So you may be dealing with some of those. And really the quality of the Eight of Cups above all, I think, um, is a sense of just saying, I'm done doing these things that no longer fulfill me, and I'm walking away from them. So you could be walking away from a situation, a job, well done, or a situation in which people are like, where you going? I mean, this is working out great. I don't understand. That could be the Queen of Swords. People like saying, this is crazy. Why are you leaving? But it's up to you, right? And it seems like at the core here, we have an issue of just not feeling fulfilled. Life is short. And, now that I'm getting older, I realize just how short it is. We don't have all the time in the world. We have the time that we're given, or the time that we're gifted, I should say. And you have to make the best of it. And part of that making the best of it is, do I feel fulfilled? Do I feel that my soul is quenched by what I'm doing? Or is this just I do it because I'm good at it, or I do it because it's successful, or I do it because other people expect me to do it? What is it? What is the core? Why are you doing what you're doing? In the past, we have the Two of Cups. So this is a relationship card. So there has been a relationship, a promise. This could be a love relationship. This generally is a relationship between equals. And that's in the past. So let's see what's in the sky. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a decision. This is the sword of truth, the sword of justice. This is about a decision. A decision is pending. You might even feel like the sword of Damocles is over your head here. A decision needs to be made. The thing is with decisions, once the decision is made and you go down one road, the other road disappears, right? There's no option to go down the other road. You can only go down, when you're at a crossroads, you can only go down one road. This could be saying, if you are not happy, then you need to make a decision to change that. That's what the Ace of Swords at the top of the reading could be, but it could also just be a decision is pending for you. Let's see what's in the immediate future. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. Here's another card that deals with our feeling nature. The Knight of Cups is quite idealistic, a little sometimes immature, not always reliable, not necessarily ill-intentioned, but if it's the unreliability of that. And so and yet it is a dream. It is the ideal vision, and so holding perhaps the vision of happiness. Is it real? Is what you're doing the problem? You're not happy, you're not fulfilled. Is it because of what you're doing? Your work or your life? Are you looking on the outside to find fulfillment and it's not fulfilling you, so you figure you'll go do something else? Are you feeling lonely and unfulfilled and you want to go get a relationship because you feel that will fulfill you? Fulfillment comes from the inside out. It comes from the inside out. So be aware that there are no magic bullets here. And yet it's important to have a vision. You just have to keep your feet on the ground with this stuff. How it's seen from the outside, we have the Ten of Wands. People think that you have too much on your plate. There's just too much There's too much interference. There's too many burdens. There's just too much. It's hard to move forward. And perhaps that's the Ace of Swords in the sky saying you need to sort of cut away some of this stuff. Your domestic situation is the moon, So there seems to be some upset at home. This is illusionary, so you have to be very careful with this. This can be emotional ups and downs in your domestic situation. That may be the thing that is sort of pushing you to make another choice. Let's see what the hopes and fears. Strength. So I would never say you'd fear strength. So this is probably you're hoping that you have the chutzpah or the nerve or the strength, just the damn strength to go through this process, because this is a big deal. This is a big deal. And as the outcome, we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is very creative. This is a beautiful card. I love the Three of Wands. This is the card of light. It's the 2911 vibration, the Three of Wands. It's the birth of light. It's the birth of creativity. And so on the other side of this is, on the other side of these decisions that you're making, there is success. All right. All right, let's look underneath and see what's underneath. We have the Page of Cups. So there's some more cups here. Page of Cups. The 10 of Coin. 10 of Pentacles. That's family. That's money. That's a legacy. And the Chariot. So this is what I want to say. This is a time to make a change in your life. It needs to come from a place of, it needs to come from a place from inside of yourself. You can't, you have to keep your eyes open. While a vision is good, too much idealism, too much magical thinking, not usually your thing. Aquarius, you don't usually go to the magical thinking thing. That's not an Aquarius thing. You have to make sure that you're seeing things clearly. I think that's very important, especially in your domestic situation. There also can be an issue in your domestic situation with somebody who's addicted to something. You need to see clearly in that. Okay, wait a minute. I just got this. So what this reading is saying to me, and this may not be for all of you, just for one or two people out there. I feel like you have tried to help somebody and you've come to the realization that unless they're willing to help themselves, you cannot help them. And cutting the ties to that will actually cause your life to move much more quickly, much more in the direction of your destiny. You'll be free to create. You'll be free to, okay, so that's really what's going on here. I feel like you've sacrificed yourself long enough in this situation. It's time for you to stop giving all your energy to somebody who is not able to. It's about codependency, really. And it will free you up. It will free you up. People are responsible for themselves. You know, once, I mean, I guess with kids, it's different because if it's a child who's, you know, not of age, right? It's your responsibility to take care of them and to guide them as best you can. But at some point, you have to let them go. And that's true of all relationships if they are draining your your energy, and 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 you're sacrificing too much for them. It's time to let it go. Even if it was lovely in the past, even if it was amazing, that was the past. That's not necessarily the present. The present is asking you, if it's not fulfilling, whether it's a job or a relationship, or a codependent relationship. What's that word that they use with codependency? Um, oh my God, what's the word? When you go along with their addiction and you allow them to continue. I can't think of the word. You guys know what it is. You'll say it. I know. You'll say it in the comments. So that's what I see, Aquarius. Wow, that's big, big stuff here. But as I say, on the other side, we have joy, messages, money, and movement. So it is time for you to cut your losses, get out of these situations where you are sacrificing yourself and your own peace of mind and your own peace of heart, for somebody who needs to learn to be responsible for themselves. All right, well, that's what I see, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again next month for the tarot scopes for the sign of Aquarius. Take care, everyone. Much love. Namaste.